Welcome to the Illinois Youth Survey tutorial on preparing for your school's participation in the IYS and administering the survey online. This presentation will give you an overview of the IYS process as well as provide specific instructions for survey day. This presentation provides most of the details contained in the School IYS Coordinator Guide and the Teacher/Proctor instructions. Both of these documents can be found on the IYS website Conducting Survey tab. The link will also be included in login and password email. If you are the IYS school coordinator, you definitely want to read them both. This tutorial assumes you are the school coordinator, but it also reviews survey administration details to familiarize you with them. The school coordinator, also called the survey contact, coordinates the survey effort at your school. This person is responsible for communicating with CPRD, scheduling survey administration, and managing parent notification. In most cases, the IYS school coordinator will not be administering the survey. Instead, they will distribute instructions and provide information to the classroom teacher/proctors. The survey contact is also responsible for notifying CPRD when the school is finished surveying. IYS has two survey versions, 8th grade and high school, and is available in English and Spanish. Both the English and Spanish versions are available online. Links to IYS School Coordinator Guide and teacher instructions will be included in your login and password email. You can also find links to them on the online survey page on the IYS website. You will receive an email with your school's survey login and password, as well as instructions for notifying CPRD when you are finished surveying. Teachers/proctors should have a paper copy of the teacher/proctor instructions for survey day so they have the introduction script and frequently asked questions available to them. The next step in preparing for the IYS is to determine which subjects or periods will be surveyed. This decision should be made in consultation with the school administration and teachers, but a few points are worth mentioning. It is important to identify a subject or class period that ensures a quiet, comfortable environment. Also, the subject or class period should be selected so that all students in the grade levels surveyed are able to participate. If you are using a computer lab or surveying on devices and there are more students than equipment available, you will need to determine how to schedule students for surveying and for ensuring that each student only surveys one time. The IYS has a large window of opportunity for surveying that extends from the beginning of January through mid-May. The goal should be to schedule and complete all surveying on the same day if possible. If this isn't possible, then try to survey everyone in the same week. Doing so helps reduce opportunities for crosstalk, discussion among students who have taken the survey and those who have not. Avoid surveying on days that typically have lower student attendance because high rates of absenteeism will decrease the survey's representativeness. Parents of children in participating grades must be notified at least 30 days before the survey date. All parents should receive the parent notification letter, which can be found on the IYS website. You can print copies of the letter to send to parents or use the electronic version. Do not alter the letter in any way. Parents who wish to withdraw their child from the survey should sign and return the bottom portion of the form. Collect returned forms and file them in a secure location at your school for at least 1 year. At least one other method of parent notification should be used, and this method is more flexible. Other methods include posting notifications on your school website, social media page, or Google Classroom. An announcement can be made in a PTA meeting, a school newsletter, or a direct email to parents. Any electronic notification should include a link to the parent notification form on the IYS website. If your school or district requires written parental consent, follow that policy. Follow the instructions on the school coordinator guide for testing the survey before your survey date. Log in and go through each page of the survey, but enter no data. It should only take a few minutes. Doing this will also familiarize you with the user interface. The IYS must be taken on a desktop or school-issued device. It is not tested or optimized for cell phones. Before survey day, work with the teacher/proctors to have a plan in place for students who will not be participating in the survey, including an agreed-upon alternate activity. teachers will need the opt-out list on survey day. Distribute the teacher/proctor instructions and your school-specific login and password with enough time before the survey date to allow teachers to review the procedures and ask any questions they may have. Proctors play a large part in determining whether students take the survey seriously. They can also enhance students' perception of privacy and comfort. 1. Promote an environment that allows students to think seriously about each question and respond in an honest manner. 2. Reserve the whole class period for the survey. Not all students will need that much time, but some students will need more than others. It is important that all students can finish the survey without feeling rushed. 3. Ensure that class seating is arranged so that students cannot see each other's answers. Desk seating is the best. 4. Students not participating in the survey should be assigned the alternate activity decided upon in advance. Students may not be participating due to parental opt-out or deciding on their own not to participate. Students in a grade level not taking part in the survey, such as 7th, 9th, or 11th grade, should also do the alternate activity. The activity should be something that students can perform quietly at their desks while the other students are taking the survey, such as quiet reading. A neutral activity is best, so students aren't discouraged from participating in the survey. 5. If you're administering the surveying in a lab setting or have fewer devices than students, keep a record of who has participated. Before starting, close all other browsers and tabs. Navigate to the IYS website. Click on the black login flag at the top right of the home page and select Online Survey. Type in your school's specific username and password and click Login. This will take you to the survey setup page. Check your school name at the top left corner of the page to be sure you are logged in with the correct school. Select the survey you would like to set up, and then click Set Up Survey. There are different versions of the survey for 8th grade and high school in both English and Spanish. The only surveys that will be available are those your school has registered to use. When you see the survey instructions page, you have completed the setup for that computer. Repeat this for all computers that will be used to administer the survey. If students will be using their own handheld devices, such as a Chromebook or tablet, you should share the school login and password with them, as well as instruct them about which survey to use: 8th grade English, 8th grade Spanish, high school English, or high school Spanish. Review the troubleshooting bullet points on page 2 of the teacher instructions. If your site name is incorrect, check that you are using the login information associated with the correct school. It is possible that your school building is listed with multiple school names by ISBE. In this case, you should have login information for each individual school. If you do not see all grades available, note that you are selecting the survey form, not the grade being surveyed. All 8th grade students should use the 8th grade form, and 9th through 12th grade students should use the high school form. There is a 60-minute time limit from the time the computer is set up at the instruction screen to the time the survey is started. If more than 60 minutes elapse, the computer will automatically log out of the survey when the student clicks I agree. If you are surveying in a computer lab, we recommend set up 15 minutes prior to students taking the survey. The proctor script and instructions on the last page of the teacher instructions are meant to be read to students before the start of the survey. Those same items are also at the beginning of the online survey, but we would still like you to read them aloud so that the students hear them at least one time. IYS is anonymous. Responses cannot and will not be connected individually to any student. Because it is anonymous, the survey cannot be stopped and then resumed on the same device. Once a student has submitted the survey, they land on a thank you page that contains a Select Another Survey button. Clicking that button will return the survey to the login page. You can log in again using your school user ID and password to access another survey. To exit the survey, click the Logout link at the top right of the page or simply close the browser. If a student has opened the IYS Hotlines webpage from the link on the thank you page, close this page to return to the thank you page. If students have questions during the survey, refer to the frequently asked questions on page 3 of the teacher/proctor instructions. Proctors should not assist students in reading survey items or explaining what terms mean. If they are not sure what a word or question means, they should answer to the best of their ability. If no FAQ fits the situation exactly, remind students that IYS is not a test and there are no right or wrong answers. It is important that the students feel assured that no one will see their answers to survey questions. Remain at the front of the classroom while students are completing the survey and do not allow students to wander around the room. Students who finish the survey should remain quietly at their desks. Teachers/proctors should inform you when surveying is finished in their classroom and report any anomalies during survey administration that may have affected the results. When you are entirely finished surveying in your school, we need to know. Your notification starts a reporting process, and without it, we assume you are not finished. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you have questions about preparing for IYS in general or about administering the survey at your school, we're happy to answer them. Email or give us a call.